Hey, what's up, boys and girls? So this is going to actually end up on my YouTube channel, which only has like 5 videos over the last 5 years. Don't even bother looking at them because they're ridiculous. But I've been looking for a topic where I feel like I know quite a bit about the subject, and it kind of upsets me what I've been reading online and other people's opinions, and just kind of like the commercial retail aspect of it all, like how people just kind of like shove things into people's faces, and people are so dumb. Oh my god, people are so dumb. So that's the purpose of this video, and it relates to golf and merchandising with golf equipment and golf technology. So anyway, here we go. Lately I've been reading online a lot about cupped faces, and I know that a lot of you on Facebook probably don't even play golf, and you're probably not even going to have any idea what I'm talking about, but I'm going to go ahead and make this video anyway, so here we go. So, my opinion on cupped faces. God. Back in the 90s, like about 1992, 1993-ish, well, first of all, before that, and like in the late 80s and the early 90s, we had the Big Bertha, right? It was the Big Bertha. It was like this huge club head that was just supposed to be like, and everyone went for it. Everyone absolutely went for it. They were just totally obsessed with it. And then what happened right after that? The market got flooded with big club heads. Everyone started buying them, right? And they're like, oh shit, we can't sell any more of these. What are we going to do? So what happened? Anyone remember Olimar? You remember the tri-metal Olimar? So then they started coming out with these fucking Olimars. Does anyone remember does anyone remember the bronzer? Or does anyone remember the browning? Like, it was this attempt to like get back into like, oh no, we have the science behind it. We're going to make the club face a lot smaller because like scientifically all of your energy is going to go into this smaller club face, and it's going to produce a lot more energy, and so then your ball is going to go further. Not only that, but it's going to get under the rough easier. No. Okay, so we sold that for about 3 years, right? Then Ping came out, and it's like the G2, right? And then the G2 came out, and then it's like, oh, we have this super huge club head. It's got such a big sweet spot. It's got fucking all this shit. Like, I mean, like, and everyone just went nuts over it, right? So then what happened? TaylorMade, right? The TaylorMade Tour Burner came out. I'm like, no, we're going to shrink this thing down. They're like, you know what? We need a more concentrated sweet spot. We need a lower center of gravity. We need like a more forward welding of the club face. And this produces like a smaller trampoline effect, which gives you more control. And so we're like, oh yeah, let's go buy that. Let's go buy that. Let's go buy that. And so then like let's like jump ahead about like 8 years later, right? So then the trampoline face comes out, right? We got the rocket balls, we got, and now like currently like the M1, the M2, and we have all these trampoline faces, and we're like, oh man, the bigger, the badder, the better, whatever. And then we have these elliptical faces coming out. And, like the whole concept is here, this is going to be pretty bad, but like, so like the whole point is that like if your golf ball hits here, right, and your high point on your club face is here, and the low point is here and here, if anything hits here, just physics-wise, the ball wants to roll towards the higher point. I don't know why that is. I mean, I kind of do know why that is, but I'm not going to try to explain it to you. All right. If it hits over here, it's also going to want to roll to the high point of the face. That was the concept between, why an elliptical club face was better than a flat club face, right? Because if you hit it on the toe, and actually I'm doing this lefty, that's really weird. If you hit it on the toe, all right, it would normally want to spray out to the right, but because you had an elliptical club face, the ball would want to roll towards the higher point on the club face, therefore giving you the spin to correct your shitty golf swing, right? Okay, so now they're saying the cupped club face, and this is where my big problem is. You're talking about a cupped club face. Oh, this doesn't work very well, all right? Talking about a cupped club face. Well, now what happens? Let's say you come in with a draw swing, all right? Bam. Where is my high point? It's right there, all right? Where is another high point? It's right there. So now we have two high points. They're exactly the same. You're getting your ball to roll the same way in either direction, whether you hit an inch this way or an inch that way on the club face, leaving you with a generally shitty shot in that direction. And the same goes true for the other point. So what I'm trying to say is that, you know what? The market in golf is such a fickle thing. You know, there's only so many materials they can come out with. There's only so many materials that they can try to add to or detract from a certain club. And yes, like, materials matter. Titanium matters, tungsten matters, you know, I mean, steel, that doesn't really matter anymore. But like, these things are a factor. However, beyond that, the shape of the club face, geez, all we're doing is reverting back to the 90s where, I mean, we went from a really small club head to a really big club head to a really small club head to a really big club head to a really small club to a really big like, this is the same pattern. I swear to God, in 2 years it's going to be, oh no, the elliptical face is better, oh no, the club face is better. Like, don't get sucked into this. My advice to you is to go to the range, practice your swing. Stop thinking that some club is going to make the difference. And for the love of God, don't buy an adjustable club head, because only people who never have the intention of actually playing good golf or having a good golf swing ever buy an adjustable club head. Tour pros do it, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I kind of shame them, because it's like, you know what, bro? Just go spend more time on the range, guys. Work on your swing. Work on your plane. Work on hitting the ball square. Work on Ben Hogan's 5 fundamentals. If you guys think that the shape of your face is actually going to make a difference in the long run, these guys are only bending this thing like maybe 2.5 degrees, like on either side. It's not that big of a deal, right? But there is no shape of the club face that's ever going to make your swing better. So don't waste the money on useless golf clubs that really are just going to have you shooting your same 88 or your same 92 over and over again. Like, go to the range, spend that extra 80 or $100 or whatever it is, hitting golf balls and practicing on your swing and making your swing what it is supposed to be, rather than having all these clubs alter what the market is just desperate for you to buy, because once they come out with one thing and it goes on for a couple of years, and then they'll come out with another thing and that goes on for a couple of years. Don't you understand? They're running out of ideas. They just want to suck money out of you. So don't fall into that trap. Anyway, this was Render. If you liked my video, I hope that my future videos will be better. I'm going to get some lighting in here and get a little bit better at making YouTube videos and be more professional about the whole thing. But this is, again, a trial, and I thank you guys for watching, and fucking shoot 'em straight.